our discussion for today. So today's discussion will basically involve these four formula because only these four formula is involved in solving problems for concentration. So quick recap, concentration, we have 2 units of concentration, mole per dm cube, and we also have concentration with unit gram per dm cube. Okay, these four formula will continuously being used throughout our discussion today. Okay, for today's discussion, what you have to do is you have to mark your work according to our discussion, and you have to give points for your works. Okay, and I've calculated you will have a total of 30 marks for your homeworks. So at the end of this lesson, you should count your marks and you should write down your marks as well in your when you submit your when you submit your picture in Google Classroom nanti. Okay, so these four formula. The first one is concentration in gram per dm cube, meaning you just take the mass of solid in gram divided by the volume of solution in decimeter cube. And we must remember 1 decimeter cube is equal to how many centimeter cube? Good, 1000 centimeter cube. Next is concentration in mole per dm cube, or is known as molarity. Okay, so in order to calculate the molarity, we have to take the number of mole of the solute, okay, and divide it by the volume of solution, also in decimeter cube. Next, you might also as well been asked about the number of mole of the solute. So we just exchange the formula number 2, and we will get molarity times with volume. And if the volume is in centimeter cube, you will have to divide it by 1000. Sorry, ini 1000. Okay, if the volume already in decimeter cube, you don't have to divide by 1000. And last one is exchange between molarity and concentration in gram per dm cube. If the question wants you to find molarity, when it's given gram per dm cube, you just times with molar mass of the solute. You just take the concentration divided by mass of the molar mass of the solute. If the question wants the concentration in gram per dm cube but it's given the molarity, then you just take the molarity times with the molar mass of the solute, and you will get the concentration in gram per dm cube. So that is a quick recap about all of the formula that will be used in our discussion today and in concentration. So if you have problem involving concentration, this will be the formula that you will need to know and will be used. Okay, next. Okay, we will start with exercise 25. Please open your module exercise 25. Okay, for exercise 25, the total of mark will be 2 marks. Okay, so if you got your answer right, this one is 1 mark, this one is another 1 mark. Okay, so this question exercise asks you to find the concentration in gram per dm cube, and it's given that the formula for gram per dm cube is the mass of solute divided by the volume of solution, and it is given there. Please give me 2 minutes, guys.
Dah menyusu bagaimana?
Peluh.
Excited.
Alah. Gang. Satu lagi bantal nampak tak?
Hello.
Satu lagi bantal.
Kita mana?
Kecil. Nak tinggikan kepala dia.
Ini mana?
Kecil.
Mana ni sana?
Bantal kecil dia. Bantal kecil dia tak ada.
Dah pantai mana ni?
Dalam tu. Dalam changing mat dia.
Oh.
Sayang selalu tak dapat cari perkataan yang sayang nak.
Macam ni baik tu. Kalau dia boleh terlelap pun macam tu tak kacau. Biarkan jalan dia.
Dah.
Kita yang demam.
Alright, sorry. Continue. Okay. So make sure you guys mark your work and give points to your work as well. Okay, so in order to find the concentration in gram per dm cube, gram per dm cube, we just take the mass of the solute divided by the volume of the solution. Okay, the volume of the solution is in centimeter cube. So what should you do first? Good. Change it to the decimeter cube. So you have to macam mana nak buat benda ni? Okay, so you divide it by 1000 and you will get 10 gram per dm cube. Okay, let's say you write down your answer, but you just write down 10. Okay, 10. No marks. It must be 10 gram per dm cube with the correct unit, then only you will get 1 mark. Okay, if your answer is not complete, then you will not get any mark, although the number is correct. Okay, so mark your work. Okay, next one is it's given the concentration in gram per dm cube. It's also given the volume of solution in decimeter cube. They want the mass of solid in gram. So you just reverse the formula here. They want mass of solid, so volume times the concentration. Volume 0.5 times concentration 11.6. You will get 5.8 gram. Okay. You must have the unit as well, and you will get 1 mark. If no unit, no marks. Okay. Can we proceed? If you have any question, just ask. Okay, thank you. Next one. Next one, they ask you to find the concentration in mole per dm cube, and the formula is here. Concentration in mole per dm cube is number of mole of the solute divided by the volume of solution in decimeter cube. This time they give you the volume of solution in centimeter cube. Okay, and they want the concentration in mole per dm cube. So just put it in your in the formula. You will. So the answer will be 1.0 divided by 800 divided by 1000, because we want to change to decimeter cube. And the answer will be 1.25 what? Can you give me the units? Good, mole per dm cube. Okay. Similar, macam just like last time, with unit, correct number with correct unit, 1 mark. Okay, next one. Also the same, you just take 0.4 mole divided by 250 divided by 1000 to change it to decimeter, and you will get 1.6 mole per dm cube. Everything is correct, then only you will get 1 mark. Next one. They already gave you the mole per dm cube, the concentration in mole per dm cube or the molarity, and they also have given you the volume. They wanted to know the number of mole of the solute. So if we want to find the number of mole of the solute, we just take the concentration times with the volume. So the concentration is 2.0 times with the volume 150, but remember it must be in decimeter cube. So divided by 1000 and you will get good 0.3 mole. Okay, the mole must be present as well, and then you will get 1 mark. So this one for exercise 26, the total marks will be 3 marks. Okay, can we proceed? Okay, next. Next is exercise 26. For exercise 26, they needed you to, the formula that is used is formula number 3, number of mole is equal to molarity times volume over 1000. Remember, the volume is in centimeter cube, that's why we divide it by 1000. If the volume is already in decimeter cube, then you don't have to divide it by 1000. Okay? Alright, so let's see. So for A, the question asks you to find the concentration. So if you want the concentration, then you just take number of mole 1.0 divided by 800 over 1000. And you will get 1.25. What is the unit? Hello. Yes, mole per dm cube. Good. So this is 1 mark. Sama juga macam di bawah. Just take 0.4 mole divided by 250 over 1000 to change it to decimeter cube. Kenapa macam dah buat? Sama. Ni kenapa tak cakap apa-apa? Okay, skip this one. Okay. Tak ada. Saya tersilap slide lah maksudnya ni. Okay. Next one, exercise 27. Okay. Patut macam pernah tekan nombor tu. Right. Okay, next one is... Apa? Next one. Next one is exercise 27. Exercise 27. Okay. The formula that we will be using is to interchange between concentration in gram per dm cube to concentration in mole per dm cube, or vice versa. Meaning, if we want the concentration in gram per dm cube, the formula will be molarity times molar mass. But if we want the molarity, the concentration in mole per dm cube, then the formula will be concentration in gram per dm cube over molar mass of the solute. So this formula will use molar mass of the solute. Okay, let us find the molar mass of the solute first. For sodium hydroxide, the molar mass of the solute is... Siapa tahu macam mana kita nak kira ni? Yes, good. Total of the relative atomic mass. So relative atomic mass for Na plus relative atomic mass for O plus relative atomic mass for hydrogen. 23 plus 16 plus 1, it will be 4. Okay, so this one, okay. Next, we want to find the concentration in gram per dm cube. So concentration in gram per dm cube is concentration in mole per dm cube times with the molar mass. So 0.05 mole times 40. And you will get 2 units. 2 what? Good. Gram per dm cube. So this part, correct unit 1 mark. This one without any unit because molar mass don't have, molar mass gram per mole. If the question asks you to find RMM or RFM, oh, then you don't have unit, no unit. If the question asks you to find molar mass, then there are unit, gram per mole. Okay. But here, it is forgiven if you didn't put the unit, but you must remember molar mass have unit, but RMM or RFM does not have unit. Okay. Next, always start with the molar mass because we know that we will use molar mass. So molar mass for sulfuric acid 2 times 1 plus 32 plus 4 times 16. I hope everyone knows already knows what I am doing. Kenapa 2 darab dengan 1, kenapa 4 darab dalam 16. I hope everyone is already know what I'm doing and understand. Kalau tak faham, please ask. So the total will be 98 of 8 gram per mole. So this will be 1 mark. Next one, kali ni they want the concentration in mole per dm cube. So if we want the concentration in mole per dm cube, the formula will be concentration in gram per dm cube divided by molar mass. So 49 gram per dm cube divided by 98 gram per mole. And you will get 0.5 mole per dm cube. So this is another 1 mark. Sama juga dengan yang di bawah, find the molar mass will be 2 plus 14 plus 3 times 16. 14 plus 3 times 16 plus 1, 64 gram per mole. If you get a different answer, please ask. Okay, so this is 1 mark. Next one, 24.5 gram per dm cube divided by 64 gram per mole, and you will get 0.38. Okay, let's say you have more than 2 decimal places answer. So until what decimal places should you take the answer? 4 decimal places. 4 or 3. So 0.383. 0.383. Yes? Sorry? Oh, saya silap kira. Okay, sorry. 1. Thank you very much. So it will be 63 kan? Padam. 63. Patutlah salah soalan saya. Okay. 1, 3 times 16 plus 14 plus 1, 63. So 24.5 divided by 63, 0.389 mole per dm cube. Okay, make yourself apa? Kenapa saya susah nak cakap apa yang saya fikir? Yes. Okay, that will be 2 little decimal places. Ini yang saya nak cakap tadi. Make sure if you have, bila awak tekan calculator, jawapan ni banyak decimal places. So at least take 3 decimal places. So your answer at least must be 0.389 mole per dm cube. Or kalau awak ambil lebih, 3889 mole per dm cube. Okay. Jangan ambil less than 3 lah. Jadikan diri awak biasa. Biasakan diri awak untuk ambil answer more than 3 decimal places. Selalunya 3 lah. Kalau 0 di depan, selalunya 3 decimal places. Boleh Okay, if let's say awak punya jawapan 0.39, awak letak 0.39 mole per dm cube. Okay. To make yourself remember, untuk buat awak lebih ingat, don't give mark for your answer. Contohnya, if you write 0.39 mole per dm cube, then you won't get mark. So that you will remember. So kalau awak letak 0.39, jangan bagi markah untuk diri sendiri, supaya awak ingat lepas ni untuk ambil 3 decimal places at least. Boleh? Okay, good. So sekarang ni, so for latihan 27, we have 6 marks. Proceed with latihan 28. Exercise 28, A, only 1 mark. Okay, sebab senang. Student dissolve 50 gram. Student dissolve 50 gram of anhydrous copper to sulfate in water to make 250 centimeter cube. What is the concentration in gram per dm cube? So we use formula number 1. So mass 50.0 gram divided by 250 per 1000 to change it to decimeter cube, and the answer will be 200 gram per dm cube. So this is 1 mark. Proceed. Okay, next one, B, is also 1 mark. Bila 1 mark ni selalunya senang lah. It is a direct question. So calculate the concentration in gram per dm cube, meaning in g dm cube, when 36.5 gram of hydrogen chloride is dissolved in water to make 500 cm of solution. Sama juga, is still formula number 1. So the mass is 36.5 gram divided by 500 over thousands to change it to decimeter cube, and the answer will be 73 gram per dm cube. This will be 1 mark. Next. Boleh next? Okay, tiba-tiba senyap. Okay, latihan 29. Latihan 29 A. Okay, you should get 2 marks. What is the concentration of 0.5 mole per dm cube of sulfuric acid in gram per dm cube? So which formula that we are going to use this time? Formula number? Number? 4. Good. Formula number 4. So terus masukkan dalam formula number 4, concentration. Okay, formula number 4 kita kena ubah sikit because the question wants in concentration in gram per dm cube. So we just take the molarity times with the molar mass. So first we find the molar mass. Molar mass of sulfuric acid will be 2 times 1 plus 32 plus 4 times 16. You will get 98 gram per mole. This will be 1 mark. Next one, when we already have the molar mass, put it into the formula. So molarity 0.5 mole per dm cube times with 98 gram per mole, and you will get 49 gram per dm cube. This is another mark. So total will be 2 marks. Can we proceed? Good. Tak ada soalan kan? Sebab awak dah buat, so sepatutnya lebih laju, right? Betul kan? Okay. Oh, salah unit. Okay. Make sure the unit is correct. Next one, B. B, given that the sulfuric acid used as electrolyte has concentration 0.5 mole per dm cube, how many moles are there in 200 centimeter cube? Which formula will we be used? Good, formula 3, okay? Adakah kita kena ubah formula tu? Number of mole? No. Terus masukkan molarity times volume. 0.5 mole per dm cube times volume in centimeter cube divided by 1000. It is 0.1 mole. 1 mark. Saya terus kalau laju terus bagi tahu Alright, this one kita masuk pula activity 6.3. So not in the module, dalam your notebook pula. Boleh buka notebook sekarang. Ready bagi tahu Dah ready belum? Okay. Question number 1. 6 gram of solid magnesium sulfate. 6 gram of solid magnesium sulfate is added dalam 200 cm cube of water. Calculate concentration in gram per dm cube. Number 1. Saya laju Mass of solute 6 gram divided by 200 cm per 1000 to change it to decimeter cube. Then we will have 6. 30 gram per dm cube. 1 mark. Next question. Number 2. 0.4 mole of zinc chloride dissolved in water to produce 2 decimeter cube of solution. Calculate the molarity. So it will be formula number 2. The molarity is number of mole of solute 0.4 mole divided by volume of solution 2 dm cube. We don't have to divide it by 1000 because it is already in decimeter cube. Okay, so terus press calculator. You get 0.2 mole per dm cube. Make sure you have the correct unit. Then 1 mark. Proceed. Number 3. What is the concentration of 0.5 mole per dm cube of sulfuric acid in gram per dm cube? So which formula should we use? For good. Concentration in gram per dm cube. So the question wants in this form, so you have to change a little bit. So molarity times molar mass. So if the formula have molar mass, if you don't want to be confused next time, find the molar mass first. So molar mass for sulfuric acid is 2 times 1 plus 32 plus 4 times 16. It will be 98 gram per mole. So according to the formula, in order to find the concentration in gram per dm cube, you should do molarity 0.5 mole per dm cube times with the molar mass 98 gram per mole, and you will get 49 gram per dm cube. So this one is 1 mark and this one is another 1 mark. Must have unit, the correct unit. This one, if you don't have unit, it's fine. You can still get 1 mark. Okay, but this final answer must have unit. Must have correct unit. Okay. If not, if you don't have correct unit, then you won't get any mark. Is it clear? Okay, good. Next one, number 4. The concentration of sodium chloride solution is 0.989 gram per dm cube. Calculate the molarity of the solution in mole per dm cube. We will be using number 4. So as usual, formula number 4 have molar mass. So we calculate the molar mass first. So molar mass of NaCl will be 23 plus 35.5. It will be 3 plus 35.5, 58.5 gram per mole. Next, okay, just put in the formula, molarity will be concentration divided by molar mass. So 1.989 gram per dm cube divided by 58.5 gram per mole, and you will get 0.034 mole per dm cube. Okay, this one is 1 mark. No unit, it's okay. But this final must have unit with correct numbers, 1 mark. Total is 2 marks. Next one, number 5. Calculate the number of mole of sodium hydroxide in 2.5 decimeter cube of 0.2 mole per dm cube. Okay, which formula should we use this time? Good, formula number 3. Number of mole is equal to molarity times volume. Okay, so the molarity is 2.5 decimeter, molarity is 0.2 mole per dm cube, and the volume is 2.5 decimeter cube. Do we have to divide it by 1000? No, because the unit for volume is already in decimeter cube, so you don't have to divide it by 1000. Terus press calculator and your answer will be 0.5. Apa unit dia? What is the unit for this question? Yes, good job. 0.5 mole, 1 mark. Without unit, no mark. Okay? Good. Next, number 6. Given the molarity of 250 centimeter cube of barium hydroxide is 0.1 mole per dm cube, how many moles of hydroxide ions in the solution? So now, question not moles of hydroxide ion. Okay, in order for us to find the mole of hydroxide ion, we have to find the number of mole of barium hydroxide first. So which formula should we use? Which formula should we use? Good, formula number 3. So number of mole for barium hydroxide is molarity 0.1 mole per dm cube times volume centimeter cube, so divided by 1000, you will get 0.1 times 5. Zero point 0.025 mole. Is this the answer? No, this is not the answer because this is the number of mole for barium hydroxide. In one molecule of barium hydroxide, okay, you have 1 mole of barium ions and 2 mole of hydroxide ions. Nampak tak? Boleh faham yang ni? Okay, so let's say this is barium. This is hydroxide. Okay, so in one molecule of barium hydroxide, you have 1 atom of barium and 2 atoms of barium of hydroxide. So 1 molecule of barium hydroxide consists of 2 ions of hydroxide. So if there are 0.025 mole of barium hydroxide, what is the number of mole for hydroxide ions? Nak kena buat apa? Divide. Why divide? Divide with what? Minus. Kenapa minus? Okay, macam ni. Satu bungkus nasi lemak barium hydroxide ada 1 biji telur barium dengan 2 ketul timun hydroxide ions. Jadi kalau awak ada 0.025 paket nasi lemak, berapa banyak timun? Macam mana awak nak cari? Bahagi. Are you sure bahagi? Darablah. Okay. 1 packet, 1 mole of barium hydroxide. Okay, ada 2 mole of hydroxide ions. So, 0.025 mole of barium hydroxide ada berapa? Darablah. 2 times 0.025 mole. So, berapa? 0.05 mole of hydroxide ions. So, sini 1 mark. Sini another 1 mark. Siapa tak buat sampai sini, dia dapat 1 markah sahaja. Boleh faham question ni? Boleh. Ada soalan lagi tak? Ada tak? Ada tak? Yes? Yes, ikut bilangan ion sebab dalam satu molekul of barium hydroxide ada 2 ion hydroxide. Jadi kalau ada, okay, contoh macam ni lah. Kalau satu molekul barium hydroxide ada 2 molekul of dua ion hydroxide. So kalau ada 10 molekul barium hydroxide, berapa mole of hydroxide ion? Ya darat 10, so 20, betul tak? Kalau ada 5 barium hidroksida, darat dengan 5, 2 darat 5, 10, macam tu. So sekarang ni, barium hidroksida ada 0.025, daratlah dengan 2. So ada 0.05 mol of hydroxide ion. Boleh faham? Okay. Last one. Okay, patah balik kepada modul exercise 30. Modul exercise 30. This is the last 5 marks. Okay. Stay. Ready? Ready? Dah ready belum? Alright. State the relationship between moles, volume and molarity. Tulis je lah. Number of mole of HCl is equal to molarity of HCl times volume of HCl. Ataupun awak tulis N equal to MV. Settle. 1 MV over 1000. 1 mark. Soalan macam ni tak biasa sangat ditanya lah. Okay, so don't worry. Next one, calculate the number of mole of HCl in each solution. So we will be using this formula. So number of mole for solution A is 1.0 times 50 divided by 1000 0.05 mole, 1 mark. For B, 2.0 times 10 divided by 1000, 0.02 mole, another 1 mark. So 2 marks there. Next one, compare the concentration between solution A and solution B and then explain. Compare ni 1 mark, explain another 1 mark sebab tu total is 2 mark. So the concentration, bagi tahu dulu lah, compare the concentration. Concentration of solution where? Solution mana lebih tinggi daripada solution mana is higher? Concentration. Yes. B. Concentration of solution B is higher than solution A. This is 1 mark. Why? Kenapa concentration dia is higher? Because the number of mole. Jap. Dia saya tengok balik. Yes. Because the number of mole of solution B is higher than solution A. Another 1 mark. So 2 marks there. Jom tengok ada berapa markah, total markah yang ada dalam hari ni. So 5. Sekejap. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So total for today's discussion is 30 marks. So please write down your marks. Berapa contoh kat sini I got 30 over 30. Macam tu. Tulis kat situ. And then capture your tangkap gambar latihan awak. Kalau macam dekat modul soalan dekat soalan 30 ni, dengan dekat dalam buku nota and then upload in the Google Classroom under homework 4. I have already add the homework 4, assign the homework 4 for you guys. Terus yang mana yang dah siap, terus calculate your marks and then capture your mark works, upload it in the Google Classroom, and then you are done for today's class. Any question? Yeah. Yes, notebook plus module. Campur dua-dua. Sebab overall it is over 30. Terus tulis dekat modul atau dekat notebook. Takat gambar dekat saya and then upload in Google Classroom. Any more question? Yes. Ni jawapan dia. This one or this one? Yes, formula sahaja. Relationship is the formula lah. Another question? No. Okay. So for next class we will kita akan masuk, we will continue with next subtopic iaitu standard solution. For standard solution subtopic, I will divide the subtopic into 2 class. So so we will have 2 class for subtopic standard solution. In order for you guys to not get confused ataupun untuk lebih faham, when I explain to you guys about the next subtopic, please read it first from your textbook, and then I will try my best untuk kita sama-sama fahamkan standard solution next subtopic. Okay, so if there are no more questions, you may leave this Google Meet after you write down your name in the chat box. And then, okay. Alright, that's all. Thank you very much. Welcome. 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 You are welcome. Welcome.